In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the Valentine cards in Seesaw. So the first thing you need to do is to send each student their card to edit. And to do that, you go up and you click Add, Assign Activity. Okay, and then you want to create a new activity and you want to first name the activity. In this case, I'm just saying Valentine card. And then in this section, you can give your students special instructions as to what editing tools you would like them to use, or if you plan on doing pre-formatted text boxes for them to fill out, you would put the instructions as to what you want them to put in the text boxes or what have you. So you could put your specific instructions here, and you can add voice instructions for younger students if you choose. And you also have the option in Seesaw to add an example. So you could put a completed card as a picture on here as an example if you need to give them an idea of how you want them to complete it. I'm not going to take the time to do that right now because that has to be individualized for your students. So the part that you need to do next is you want to add the template for student responses. So this is going to be the card with the student's individual picture on it. So you want to click the plus and upload. And you can either select it from your computer, or if you saved it to your Google Drive, you can select that. So mine's on the computer. And you browse to the location on your computer where you saved the files. You select one of the cards and click open. And then you will see it shown here. And then you click the green check mark up in the upper right hand corner. And there you will see the student's card. So this is where you can decide if you wanted to put any kind of pre-formatted text boxes on it. It depends on how familiar your students are with the Seesaw tools. If they already know how to add their own text, then you would not have to do that. Mine are very familiar with Seesaw, so I usually leave them blank. But if they're not, you can do a pre-formatted text box. So you could add a text box wherever, let's say down here you want them to put their name. So you could put a message like insert name and then move it to where you would like them to put their name. And then you can format it however you would like with the style. Maybe you want to use a fancier font, or I usually don't like the outline around the text box, so I usually choose this, and it takes that outline away from the box. But like I said, the style is up to you and whatever you would like to use, and whatever message you want to put here for your students. But it would just help them if they're not familiar with inserting text, then when they come to edit it, they can just click on it and change that to their name. But otherwise, there's really nothing else that you would have to pre-format. But I just wanted to show you the different, obviously the kids can use whatever tools that they would like to personalize the card. They could draw, instead of typing their name, they could, write their name or draw their name. They could draw other pictures on here with any of the drawing tools. And what I especially like about Seesaw is they can then record a special message to their card recipient as well. So there's a lot of different ways in Seesaw that they can personalize the card, which is very nice. And one quick thing I just wanted to show you too, in case you didn't know this, sometimes see how the tools might get in the way of where the students want to edit the card. So once they pick the tool that they want to use and the color that they want to use, they can make these disappear and get out of their way by clicking this square box up here. So when they click that, see, then it goes away, and then they can draw uh, or do a write whatever they would like on the card. And then when they're ready to switch tools or they need to see them back, they go back up here, and now it is turned to, it looks like a pencil or a tool. They click that to make it come back. So I just wanted to give you the heads up, because on a lot of the cards, they might want to do stuff along the bottom, and these may be in the way. So once you have it ready for your students, excuse me, I was just going to get rid of that text box as I don't need that. Then you click on the green check mark up in the upper right corner. And then it will say template attached. And so it's ready to go and be sent to your student. So you want to click the save button, and then it'll be ready to assign and send to your student. So you want to click assign. And then we don't want to send it to the entire class. We want to send it to a specific student. So you would click edit students, folder skills, click that. And then you would pick the student to which you want to assign the card, and then click the green check mark. And then it will say down here it's only going to one student, and that is what we want. So then assign, and it will be sent and assigned to that student. Next, I'm going to show you how the parents can save their cards once the students edit them. So once your students have made their edits and you have approved their edits, then the parents can come into their child's journal and they can save it to keep as a keepsake. So what they do is they click these three dots along the right side, and they can either click save to save a copy, or they can print it out to keep.